morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you and welcome back to the beta plans for doing another little bit of Hearthstone. And well, it is time to get our last explorer in the League of Explorers. As you may have noticed, we have opened the Hall of Explorers. And I want to dive right into it because, well, there are 4 challenges to do this time around. And let's go with a Cthulhu Mage. 4 challenges. I'm not sure if I can get them on this video. Probably not, because the end boss is Rafam. Rafam, who took the staff that we so painstakingly gathered with the other 3 explorers. And he is, well, said to be quite a doozy as the end boss. We will have to see.
You asked for
and
it.
This boss, well, it's a little bit RNG heavy. And that's because of his ability, which we will see in a moment. Actually, an Arcane Intellect isn't that good against him because, well, what he does, Agent Power, give each player a random card. It costs 0. So if I get, for instance, Jar Jar from Rage Unbound, I have 1. If I get an Iron Sensei and I don't have another friendly mech, it's kind of pointless. It is really dependent on what you get here. Ooh, that's a sticky guy. Wait, what? What? Okay, AI be derping.
Come close and listen.
There you go, I got a random legendary. So, and he got the sapling. So, yeah, this is a bit of an advantage for us. And we also have, of course, the Twilight Elder, which is pretty freaking okay. I know I can destroy a creature with taunt, but tempo play is what I'm going to do here.
Listen closely.
Oh, that's probably going to be... Yep. That's unfortunate. There goes our tempo. And unfortunately, it gets immediately, of course, also its charge back when it revives, but there, that is gone.
Are you my master?
I want to fin this out because I kind of want to have the hope that I call up Emperor Forson. And I do.
It's coming.
And let's get rid of that. And luckily that random damage didn't go to him, though we probably will exchange this now for that. But transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 more. Master of Evolution. Not bad, and thank you for the HP. Zombie Chow, very nice to throw down in the beginning because it is 2-3 for 1 mana, but it's mainly a board clear type of thing because if you start hitting face with it, which you can do of course, but there will store 5 health to it, oh, it could actually be a lifesaver. More or less, I had the feeling that Zombie Chow in the beginning can be really good, but later on in the game it could actually be detrimental because it can be a dead card. Too easy to remove that, I think. I'm not so sure if that is very good. Throw down this.
Let's make magic.
We could now kill this, but this is 2-7, so I'm not really too afraid of it. We could increase Cthulhu and kill this for 4, but that would be overkill in my eyes. Do we really need more discounts? We kind of want to keep the discounts, so let's not evolution him just yet. Let's think here for a moment. You know what?
This way.
Kaboom. We restore our health. That wasn't very well placed because now I got 2 low creatures with low health on near one another. And then I can evolve her because, well, let's be honest here. Her health was so low that she would have died otherwise. Anyways, and then we have made use of our Master of Evolution and we have made a tempo play. Unearthed Raptor. Actually, we have a card that works with that. That's not too bad. So we summon this minion. Do I mind? I don't know even. It's not the best death rattle to copy, but it's at least a death rattle that we can copy for the Unearthed Raptor. We have on the board 14 damage to face. I think we're going to go face here. And then we have a burst damage in our hand of 9. We're going all out. This one will be over pretty freaking soon. Because next turn, it is over. That is as simple as it is. And no matter what card he gets, him does not. I don't like the Argent Watchman anyways, but it doesn't matter. Even if he gets a taunt, we have our ability. It will work. My Exma, there he gets his legendary. But let we just have at that moment exactly done mirror image. It wouldn't even have been a problem. But ooh, Chatoon. We ought to play Chatoon, but then we'll take a few more turns and, well, this is just as humiliating.
We'll help with the exhibits. Explorer, you get to reform.
Alright. Let's see if we can get to him at all.
Oh, such lovely toys. A shame you keep breaking them.
I discard the Steel Tunnel just like discard the Skelosaurus Hex. Looks like a card that you will gain from this winning here. We just got the Devilsaurus, I think, the Devilsaurus Rex, which is an 8/8 getting taunt if you have another beast on the board. More or less only playable with Druid or Hunter, but Druid already has the Ironbark 8/8 guaranteed taunt. I don't think that card is very good. This card can help, actually, the card that this looks like a Steel Sentinel, the animated armor, because that's a 4/4 and you get only 1 damage. But, strangely enough, for this one we get the card that no one plays, the Cursed Blade, and the Museum Curator, which is in a lot of priest decks. So, the farmers throw an obstacle in your path, defeat the Sentinel, and what can you do? Pass up the hero power, your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. Okay, so it doesn't have token plays are then worth more than anything else, because buffing is then pointless if you do like a big hard hit, because that won't matter.
That deck is...
Let's dry a Raptor Rogue. Because that has a bit of a mill mechanic also in it. That should still work.
Valera versus the Steel Sentinel.
How much HP do you have, I wonder?
Your back.
Good ramp up. I'll keep the hands. This on turn 2, oh, stupid. That was dumb because I cannot copy his death rattle if he isn't on the board yet.
Cost me months in Blackrock sifting through dragon dung.
He actually has 30 HP. Okay. That is a wee bit annoying. Oh, we have to go with an SI agent.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
I dispatch the animated swords in the East Hall. Least, whom shall I aid?
Get Torino in the main storeroom. He's surrounded by boombots.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't
Reno will
worry,
just
loves, the
full heal
cavalry's
himself.
here.
Ooh. I don't like where this is going. And there's our mill mechanic. Yeah, we could mill you quite a bit. I don't like this, but we kinda have to. But I'm taking a wee bit more damage. I hope that he doesn't have like a ton of Argent Horse Riders in his deck. Ow. Could you stop doing that, please? It's starting to
You all
hurt.
seem busy. I'll just help myself to this lovely brooch.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Gotta have to. We need this board. That's not a bad drop, I would say. Oh. Oh, too bad on free fall, but we get another free two. Looky there. Good for us. No, well, we could copy this death rattle, but how about we start milling the dude? We have the board, so we could definitely keep up the mill. It's not on mana curve, but nothing is on mana curve here, so. And now we have something for mana curve.
Bring out your dead.
And we have enough death rattles to make that work. Alright. Start the milling process. And I'm going to wait with my dagger, as well, probably some of you will know, because that's pretty good to, Oh! Starting to dislike this guy's deck. Though milling is definitely the way to go, so it seems here.
Rand, he's animating the library books. I'll handle the flying hammers and the Lordaeron exhibit.
Thank you and please. Yeah, because we don't have another Unearthed Raptor. Alright. I think this fight is going to take a while.
Undefeated.
Oh, please win the Jaws, but I doubt it. Yeah, this deck doesn't have that much large minions. Uh-oh.
This guy's toast.
Don't like to do it, but
Give me that!
kinda have to. And for the next turn we don't or cannot be really on curve, so let's do it like this.
Practice makes perfect.
He just gave taunt to the one creature that we want to get taunt to. I thank the AI a lot. On those bloody divine shields. We can't give up a creature for this. That would be too bad. Alright. We would like our Colton. He has only 15 cards left. Come on, another Joust, and I already said we'd have a lot of high cards. And another Divine Shield creature also.
On my watch.
And another Divine Shield, yowza. I wish I had a Blood Knight put into this deck. Wait, what? Oh yeah, because it's a 0-2. Never you mind. I understand why it's a 5. That's gone. Let's lower the amount of armor that he gets. Let us... Well, no, because we got another Unearthed Raptor in the deck that we haven't pulled yet, so it might be worthwhile more to attack with an Rubian. Though it does have less HP, but... Questions, questions, questions. Gotta answer them. No, you know what? Like this. Because then the Nerubian keeps having higher HP. Well, that was fucked.
Here we go.
About the worst... No, not about. The worst drop you can get from this. Yeah, he is winning every joust. Yeah, you knew it, but unfortunately we did not.
I hope you like my invention.
And unfortunately we still haven't gotten Bran Bronzebeard, who is also in the deck, which is why I would love to have for this, but now that we have this... We are starting to mill him. A little. And we still have the board.
Here we go.
But is it going well? No, absolutely not. It could go better. That's for sure. Oh, Arcanite Reaper. If he starts going face, that's going to be an issue. He's gonna win this joust, isn't he? No, he's actually, for once, tied. Well, I'm okay with that. Well, actually, am I? Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. The problem is we are milling ourselves also, and we are not doing too well in that department. Because we already have lost so much health.
The scourge will consume you.
Oh, if you're sure.
Here we go.
Alright.
To Northrend! For the crusade!
The light protects me.
Now I wish I had the knives, but I don't anymore. And the AI is actually smart, going for the right person. That is also unfortunate.
Oh, if you're sure.
We did all the gang ups that we could, but... There's another Nerubian egg.
Here we go.
I hope, by the way, that, which I don't know, of course, the milling damage does go through his armor, but that might not be the case. Ah, yes, thank you. Wait a second, is that smart? 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be smart. Van Cleave. At least gives us a way to get board control. Defeated. Yeah, I know. And you probably win the joust. Yep. Even with a 2-mana drop, he wins the joust. Well, that is just unfair. And then we get Bran Bronzebeard. Is this actually a battle cry? No, it's a combo. I was wondering for a moment if I could brand the heck out of him.
Knows what secrets will uncover.
One.
Almost out of cards.
Almost out of cards. He is out of cards. And he starts to take fatigue damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We can draw this one card without trouble. Alright.
Here we go.
No, let's wait. No, he takes non damage regardless of the fatigue. Well, that was unfortunate.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Yeah, and this guy won't get pumped up at all. Hmm.
Bring out your dead.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Sorry that I'm being quiet, but I gotta think for a moment here. I can let him draw, but I think that will kill me just as much.
I hope you like my invention.
Ow! What am I doing? I'm an idiot.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
This hero power is annoying. I should have done more token plays. Thank you. I think that may have cost you the game. But I'm not sure if we are in time.
You to master.
If you're sure.
Never my wrath!
Here we go.
That health regain is just not cool.
Not on my watch.
The divine shields, my man, it's just crazy. Yeah, we take 3 damage. He only takes 1. We just don't have the power. I think this is a loss. After a long, long battle, I didn't realize that even with fatigue damage, this guy would only take 1 damage. Yowza.
Oh, if you're sure.
For master!
Lapdogs!
Now, it is good to take a rogue, because a rogue is able to, well, attack a little bit more, but I think we will be dead before we can do anything. That passive hero power is crazy good. Yeah, I will take 4 damage, 5 damage next turn. So, I am dead. Alright, let's just concede. So milling the guy did not work. Otherwise, he would have been dead, by the way. We would have won in that case, but, Alright, so we need a token deck. That's actually what it comes down to. We just need to have many creatures on the board and run him over. So with that knowledge, I have off-camera constructed a deck to fight the Steel Sentinel once more. And, well, this is a token shaman deck. It either has minions that summon another minion, or they are sticky minions. When they die, they create a new minion. And thereby, I hope to go a lot of face, and once again, face, in order to, well, keep him
Doomhammer!
in the corner. Let's get rid of this. Decently, sure. Let's go with it. Let us try and see if my,
Lothar's armor cost me months in Blackrock sifting through dragon dung.
yeah, that is, well, something that I, let's see if this theory is correct. And sorry, I, took a break in between, hence you will see the conversations again. I'm sorry if that, well, annoys you. We don't need a taunt right now, so I'm gonna go with the stickier minion that actually summons more minions. This is the idea.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Maybe attacks it, which he does. Oh, we'll have an answer for it later.
Dispatch the animated swords in the East Hall. Elise, whom shall I aid?
Get Torino in the main storeroom. He's surrounded by boombots.
And yeah, the only other thing I also have in this deck that is a little bit odd perhaps is Kel'Thuzad. Lovely that we draw him. The fact of the matter is that we need to constantly do damage to him. Kel'Thuzad will summon up all these 1/1 minions to keep pounding into the Steel Sentinel. So I'm okay with this. I'm actually going to not play on curve until this because I want the taunt in order to, well, undo this guy's bloody divine shield.
Practice make
Which is indeed a bit of a disadvantage of having the deck with a shaman. But why did I pick shaman? Well, I picked shaman in order to have that lovely evolve that we may want to make use of. Voila! Our board is filled with token minions. He takes only 1 damage, then we need to be sure that we do a lot of 1 damages. And all of his minions...
You all seem busy.
Well,
I'll just help myself to this lovely brooch.
I should put it differently. A lot of his minions have Divine Shield. Divine Shield is costly, because it is a very good ability. Thus, they tend to have a somewhat lower health, so it doesn't really matter that we have so many tokens on the board. And no, I did not put in everything is awesome or stuff like that, or no, yeah, everything is awesome. Because, well, yeah, I understand what the fun of it would be with a few Murlocs, but no. Once again, we need just a lot of things on the board and then things that stick.
Don't mess with Tusk.
And we're actually going to summon a bloody totem. Oh, well that was the worst totem to get. The taunt totem would have been nice, the heal totem would have even been somewhat worth it. Because we have at least 1 creature with 2 health on the board, but now we don't. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, but we're going to lose stuff anyway, so I shouldn't count it like that.
I have too many minions.
Oh, yeah. That was dumb. Well, then it's fine that we indeed put down... I was considering then after that worth putting down the totem golem, but yeah. No, I probably was a misplay to actually put down the totem. Because there are so many minions, he's probably not going to... Ouch. And with that gone, it's going to be hard to kill that dude. That is just funny.
He's animating the library books. I'll handle the flying hammers in the Lordaeron exhibit.
Well, here comes something that I had also taken into account with my small minions, and that I sometimes would have to sacrifice them in order to, well, kill something a little bit larger. And that has been done. Next turn we can have Kel'Thuzad. So let's put the one on the board that has the power to do so. The power to, well, summon another minion, I mean. Totem Golems not, but I put them on there because, well, for 3 mana, and 1 mana you pay later, a 3/4 is pretty freaking awesome. Actually, it was kind of a bad pick if you consider that I also put an Evolve in here, because the Evolve with Overload doesn't really work in a sense.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of
And they will. Because all the minions that I'm sacrificing here will be reborn, thanks to Kel'Thuzad. Oh, they all appear on the right of him. That's a wee bit annoying for the Flame Tongue Totem.
Armor.
Didn't realize that. Hadn't taken that into account. I'll admit. Alright then, but it shouldn't be a problem. Do I want to? Yeah. I'll do it this way. He gets 1 more armor than I would like, but... Put a little bit more beefy creature on the board. If everything appears to the left, to the right of Kel'Thuzad, we want to put a few things on the left of the Flame Totem in order to, well, cancel out some of that stuff. Oh, even with armor we don't break it down. Oh, I should have realized from the last game, but I didn't realize. And we get back to token minions.
Made to fit.
Not on my watch.
That were about the worst minions that could have been hit by the cleave. But he is out of cards, so the idea seems to be working. By the way, it isn't really not bad that the Harvest Golem dies, because the Harvest Golem will be resummoned by Kel'Thuzad, and that would mean that we would have endless minions on the board. And I don't think we need to evolve right now. As long as Kel'Thuzad is on the board, we don't need to try and push forward for that. So let's do this the right way. Which I think that the one that dies first is summoned the first? Is that true? I'm trying to figure out how I can get the Harvest Golem to return, but you know what? Perhaps I'm just overthinking this. Just die already. Always nice to get free armor right back. Oh, yeah, he doesn't like Kel'Thuzad. I wonder why. Kel'Thuzad here and all the minions are doing a number on him. I mean, yes, I also have put in a few creatures with Wind Fury. After all, Wind Fury hits multiple times, and does one minion can at least do 2 damage to him. But I think already we all started to do a number on the guy. That is not the right way to go at it, because now the Total Golem is on the wrong side, but it doesn't matter, because this is, a victory! Tokens! On the way to beat the Steel Sentinel. Sticky minions, minions that return. Just have a lot of them, because they all are going to do 1 damage.
Museum secured. Explorer, take the fight to Rafam.
Why do I always get these very annoying assignments? Why can't I just, I don't know, clean up? I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.